7 candidates, 13 debates, hundreds of rallies, thousands of commercials, millions of dollars. But now it all comes down to just one question. Who will Iowa voters pick on Tuesday night? Let's go to Des Moines and Iowa Republican Governor Terry Branstad. Governor, Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us.
Happy New Year. I'll tell you, I think we're going to have a great turnout. People want a change in direction. They know we can't sustain this increase in the national debt, $1 trillion a year under Obama, and they don't like the fact that he's divided the country, attacking the very people we need to invest and create jobs.
All right, so who do you think is going to win on Tuesday? Who has the edge? Would you agree with the Des Moines Register that right now it looks like it's between Romney and Ron Paul?
Well, also, you see Santorum kind of surging here at the end, so I think it's a wide open race. I've always said that a candidate like Santorum that goes to every county and works really hard, puts the time in and builds the organization, has a good chance. I think Romney also has come back and worked very hard in the last few weeks and has had a very successful bus tour. Ron Paul has worked this state very hard as well. So those are the three that are the front runners, but also Rick Perry could do better than some people think, and Gingrich, of course, was ahead just a few weeks ago. Who knows? It all depends upon who turns out, and I think we're going to see a good turnout because people want to replace Obama with somebody that's going to restore fiscal integrity and focus on private sector jobs and grow the American economy again.
Why do you think this Republican caucus has been so volatile with so many frontrunners and so many people going up and down in the polls like a roller coaster?
Well, I think it's because of the debates. As you said, there have been more debates than ever before. I think social media has played a role as well. I think people are looking for the perfect candidate, and most people have come to the realization there isn't a perfect candidate, but we can't afford the direction the country's going. We need to choose the best and the strongest candidate with the best vision to recreate the American dream and bring federal spending under control and restore America's leadership position.
The Des Moines Register poll, which is a very respected poll, indicates that Governor Romney, Mitt Romney, is about where he always is at around 25% in the polls. But when you ask the Iowa caucus goers, potential caucus goers, who is the most electable, they overwhelmingly think that Romney, a plurality of them, think that Romney is the most electable, but his support is not there. So what's going on there? Iowa voters think that Romney is the most likely to beat Obama, but they don't like him?
Well, I think they're looking for the perfect candidate, and there's some things about Romney's record in Massachusetts they don't like, and there's some things about the other candidates they don't like either. But when compared to Obama, and they see what Obama's done, increasing the national debt $1 trillion a year, his attacks on the very people that we need to invest and create private sector jobs, the entrepreneurs and the business class in this country, I think people are looking for the best leader. And I can tell you, having been through several races for governor, including beating an incumbent Democratic governor 2 years ago, I also in those polls was the one that people felt was the most likely to win. And I think Iowa voters and American voters want somebody, they're not happy with the direction of the country. They want to replace Obama, and I think that's an important factor in the closing days here of the Iowa caucus campaign.
Governor, as you know, some establishment Republicans fear that if Ron Paul wins, it will be the death knell for the Iowa caucuses. Tell us why that is not the case in your view.
Well, Iowa has always winnowed the field, and so it's all about beating expectations here. And so I think you got really three contenders that are going to go out of Iowa. If you're not in the top three in Iowa, and I told John Huntsman that, you're making a big mistake, and he made a tragic mistake by not coming and campaigning here. The other candidates that have, especially Rick Santorum, who didn't have a lot of resources but worked very hard, I think he may be rewarded for doing that. And Ron Paul, I think, deserves credit for putting a strong effort in here, putting a lot of resources, a lot of time in, and people like the fact he's been consistently against this deficit spending and manipulation of the monetary system in this country. I think people have some misgivings about his positions on foreign policy, and I think that's something that people are starting to focus on here.
All right, Governor Branstad, thanks so much for joining us, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you.